I'm going to hit you with this, brother.
Oh, look at this.
Yep.
When did you do this?
It's been in the works for quite some time, but finally made it available. So this is a brand new book called Dark Files, A Pictorial History of Lost, Forgotten, and Obscure UFO Encounters. It's all my best cases, it's all fully illustrated, and it's all referenced.
Oh, this is absolutely fantastic. I want to help you market this. Can I
Sure.
talk to MUFON
Sure.
about putting it in their store?
That's fine. That's fine.
And I love this Blue Room Media.
That's right.
You must have been.
It's an homage to the Blue Room.
You must have been laughing when I brought up the Blue Room during our other interview.
If you know, you know, right? Yeah.
This is amazing. Did you publish this yourself? Self-published?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this is fantastic. Of course, you're gonna have to sign it for me.
I already did. It's already taken care of.
You rock. Wow. So everybody, this is Dark Files. Tell people where they can get this.
It's on Amazon right now.
It's on Amazon? Okay, fantastic. This is beautiful. And this is most of these illustrations that you've already
All
shown
full color.
me.
Yep. Best of the best.
Wow. Oh, you know, I can't really show the whole book to you guys because it's very complex, but this is amazing. And, you know, Michael, only you could put out a book like this. You've done the work. You know, the getting a drawing of this quality done
Sure.
is not an inexpensive
Well,
process.
I work with some of the best in the world, so I can't claim credit for all of it. I'm just the one who has the desire and passion and is crazy enough to go down into these archives and dig this out. That's all. That's all my job is.
Look at the detail of these illustrations. Now, these are fine art quality pictures that Michael has commissioned. And tell us a little bit. You told me earlier you've had 3 different artists that have helped you.
Sure.
Let's talk a little bit about those guys.
Right. The only reason why these illustrations come out so well is because I'm working with people that are just the best of the best. Now, Tom Bogan has passed away, unfortunately. Now, he was a good friend of mine. I met him at a MUFON conference in Phoenix, and he showed some artwork, and it just went right through my mind exactly what I wanted to do. So we started drilling down on this 3-ring binder, and we started illustrating all these cases. That's what you see in this book here. And he was a Photoshop expert. And it's not like I pulled these cases from anywhere. I actually went down into the archives. I brought out the sketches. I brought out the file reports, the 3-page report, and the maps. Went over all that information with Tom Bogan. So what you see in this book are actually authenticated cases, and that's how it came about.
That is just incredible, and I'm just really I'm honored that you would gift me with this.
Sure,
So
yeah,
thanks
no problem.
a lot for
No
doing
problem.
that. Hi, I'm Ron James, and this is another special edition of Space Time. I have with me here in the studio Michael Schratt. Michael is one of the unsung heroes of ufology. This is a guy who has dedicated his life to doing some very unique research and the creation of some very special records. You have made a contribution to the field of ufology that is unique and complex. Tell the audience a little bit about what you've done.
What I've tried to do and endeavor, it's kind of a crusade, is I want to maintain an important part of our national history, but do it through a way that is visual, that people can actually be at these locations through the use of illustrations to make these cases come alive. And so that's my crusade.
So you've done a bunch of cases, and let's talk about some of the mediums that you use, because I know that you've built, had 3D CAD models done that you could actually build paper models of craft. I know that you've done a lot of from simple to super complex illustrations. Some of them you've commissioned and some of them you've done yourself. How many cases have you done?
Well, there's 302 binders and counting at this point. And within those, there's, I don't know, hundreds, thousands of cases perhaps. So there's enough material to keep on going to the next ice age. And the way I created these were basically, once you get the research done and you have a sketch that's really rough and pencil sketch that might be 50 years old, we wanted to bring it up to modern day standards. So a SolidWorks model was created. From there, a drawing was made, kind of a 3D. And if it was a point where it was beyond my capabilities, I commissioned the artwork And then if it was something that had relatively simple angles, then I went ahead and built a 3D cardstock model that you can print out and actually build.
Now, you've got some binders right there to your right. Can you just bring one of those up and set it here? I want people to get kind of an idea of the scope of your work.
So this is a typical binder right here. And there's enough firepower in that binder to pretty much destroy any UFO cover-up. And they're all documented, they're all referenced, they all have the testimony, the sketches. It's not like something I just pulled out. It's actual boots on the ground research that's referenced.
And you say you've got almost 300 of these?
There's a lot of them, yes.
I mean, that's an incredible body of work.
Correct.
And you've gone through these cases, you've selected the ones that you think deserve the most attention, and then done whatever you can with the resources
To make it come alive, yes. Correct.
So what makes you decide to use a certain case?
It has to have at least 3 criteria. It has to have a drawing, a sketch, and illustration. It has to have at least a 3-page report, and then it has to have a flight page report as well. When you put that all together, I'll take that case.
Wow. The 2022 MUFON International Symposium is on. This year, we're in Denver, Colorado, July 7th through 10th. What role has the media played in rolling out or hiding the truth? What does a UFO reality mean to the future of humanity? What does it mean to you? If you care about the UFO topic, you need to be at the 2022 MUFON International Symposium, July 7th through 10th at the downtown Sheraton in Denver, Colorado. So what do you do for your day job?
I work within the defense industry.
Okay.
Yep.
So, you know, you've done a few conferences and stuff where
Sure.
you've talked about some of the technology, and have you ever had conflicts with your work?
Basically, I'm going to stick to my historical UFO cases, and that's what I'm going to do.
There's a deeper story there that's pretty interesting, and I think that's probably the best decision that you can make. Let's talk for a minute about the topic of the day, which seems to be crash retrievals. There's a lot of new evidence, no smoking gun yet, no, okay, here's a piece of metal put into the civilian vernacular for us to explore and understand. But there's a whole lot of whispers going around behind the scenes that the evidence from crash debris may be something closer than any of the other stuff that we're going to get. We don't know, obviously, but you've done a lot of research on crashes.
Sure.
And so let's talk a little bit about that, because people think, oh, well, there might have been Roswell, that was something. But from what you told me earlier, there's well over 100 that were documented by other researchers that you have then followed up on and expanded on. Let's talk about rumored crashes, and then let's talk about the ones that seem to have the best body of whatever evidence we have.
Okay. So looking within the Leonard Stringfield collection, and that's 85 3-ring binders, there were approximately 119 alleged crash retrieval cases. Now, we can't prove all of them. We just can't. It's impossible. Are some of them hoaxes? Probably, without a doubt. But you can't discount all of them, because a lot of these cross-correlate. And so it appears in 2022 that we're inching forward to something. I want to ask you, do you feel we're going to see anything significant in 2022?
I think that we're going to see a few more drops of the slow drip, drip, drip of disclosure.
Right.
I don't think we're going to have anything super explosive unless somebody like you or me or somebody in the civilian realm is able to actually dig something up that's concrete. These guys are going to hold on to this information until the last possible minute.
That's true.
Whatever it is that's governing what's going to cause that last minute. I've got my own theories. But no, I think 2022 is going to be relatively uneventful.
Okay, so you talked about crash
Except for my movie.
Ah, I see, okay. Why don't we investigate Roswell, and we'll try to make it come alive through the use of illustrations. You cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I brought along some of our drawings here, and we'll break it down basically one by one here. So we're going to start over here. When we talk about Roswell, we're not talking about one specific event. There are, in point of fact, 4 events as well, total.
And the official explanations we've gotten for Roswell are ludicrous at best.
That's true.
You know, crash dummies that fell through time. I mean, come on, Air Force, you can do better than that. Air Force. So we have another case. Well, we have a few.
Sure. Let me take you back to 1941. This is April 15th, 1941. And we're going to go 6 years back prior to Roswell. This is the Cape Girardeau crash retrieval. It is March 25th, 1948, Aztec, New Mexico, approximately 16 miles east of town.
And these presentations you're making are fantastic. So yeah, I could sit here until we run out of electricity.
I just don't think we can discount all these witnesses. I think there is a truth running through the tapestry of all these stories.
There absolutely is. So what's next for you with this?
Well, I've got my book here. My YouTube channel is growing subscribers, and I'm going to continue on that. And we're going to keep on doing illustrations and basically maintain an important part of our national history by making these cases come alive through the use of illustrations. That's the goal.